What's the password?
Can I come in?
Nah, that ain't it. Get on out of here, kid. This is for adults only.
Hey, groove guys and gals. Guess what? I was in the stores the other day and I met a guy named Bob. He's a volleyball coach at a local school. And guess what? He's a Hot Wheel collector. And I gave him a treasure hunt that I found on the shelves and some other things that I found. But he's got his originals from when he was a kid. And he's as old as me, I think. So we might be getting together to show you stuff. And that was Bob with one O. So anyways, this is a flea market find. I stopped at an indoor flea market. And oh, looky. All sorts of fun stuff. Just some old great memories. So you ready to look at these? Let's do this. Remember, like and subscribe. Hit that big like button. Boop, 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 boop. Thanks. Hey cats and kittens, it's a toy car case event at Johnny Roman's Supper Club. It is 3:16 on old Johnny Clock. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. So, I go to Wisconsin to buy gasoline every once in a while. It's 80 cents a gallon cheaper if I drive a little bit. So, to me, worth the drive when I'm on, like, fumes. So, anyways, look at all these cool vehicles I found. So, we're going to take a look at them a little at a time here. Now, you know I pick up pieces and parts, and this looked like an awesome early 70s, maybe mid-70s cab. And this is Lesney products, 1973. Now, of course, the trailer wasn't there, but I've got the cab, and all this needs is a little soap and water, and hopefully I can find the cab someday. But, oh, please, how many of us had this guy as a kid? Now, this one has just some beautiful wear on it. A little chippy-dippy on this edge, but not much at all. Again, a nice little washing. Has both decals on it. But the wheels are all a shake and gone. Matchbox series, made in England by Lesney, the Elvis Stalwart. This was one of my childhood favorites, which was really cool. Then there was this, which is really cool. Look at this. Again, great condition, and I was looking at these cars, and the guy was a really nice guy, really helped out a lot. His name was Reno, so he had a little booth at this flea market. But this is a Tomica, which is really fun. And it's a whatever Kubota tractor. And I'm like looking at this thinking, this is really nice. And then I look at the steering wheel, and it's just jacked off. I'm like, why is... Sorry. It was cut off, and it was just like, holy smokes, why do you have to do that? I just don't get it. You've got this beautiful vehicle, and then there was a second one, same thing. Steering wheel just totally cut off. Now, I do have that Tomica book that has all the cars that they ever made. They sent me one for the 50th anniversary when I did a box opening for them, and a kind of a promo for them. Now, granted, they didn't send me the 50th cars. They sent me cars that were just, in their realm. But, it was just leftover cars and stuff. But that's okay. Look, even this little pipe on this side looks like they tried to cut it off. Oh, wait, it goes up like this. There you go. So does this one? Oh, this one is intact. It got hidden behind. This one got chewed by some, ADD kid or something like that, which is A-okay. We all have something, right? But Again, some nice vintage cars. Then this one, again, beautiful memory. We all had this. Now this one had the wheels on the bottom that protruded out just enough so that the baler would go around as you rolled it along the surface, whatever surface you're playing on that day. If it's the kitchen table, the floor, or out in the mud. This is a Claas Combine Harvester made by Lesney. Matchbox Series number 65. Totally cool though, right? Again, just to pick some of these up, it was pretty nice. Look at this. Open wheel dragster. It's a Hot Wheel. Spelled out from 1982. Now, these are whack-a-lack-a-jack-attack, right? Oh, but you can just bend them back in and they'll, you know, with that, they do make a wheel straightener, supposedly. Has anyone ever used it? And is it successful? Is it worth it or not? I don't know. But these are jacked. But you know, open wheel. But everything else is pretty good. There's a little tear on the tampo there. This side's good. And this side's good. So, again, just a cool little display piece. 10-footer, as we call it. Then, look at this. The Lansing Bengal Matchbox Super Fast 1972 forklift, and the forklift worked. Now, I asked the guy about this because it wasn't with the rest of them, and he said someone came through and there was a Coca-Cola lift cart and little Coca-Cola machine, and they only bought that, and he said this went with it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but again, a nice little piece that has the lift that actually works on it. Then look at this. Mustang 289 black, interior green. Look at this. This trunk opens to expose a wheel. And then it's just open because they didn't think you'd open it that far. And you see through, Flintstone style. But look, it's a Kidco, 1979. He had a bunch of Kidco cars, which were really cool. And Kidco, I'm not quite sure what they did, or I'm not familiar too much with Kidco as a whole. But let me tell you, they did have a series of cars that had a key in the back, and you put it in and it shot out, which was really cool. Oh, look at that. Look at those lined up in front of the supper club. Looking pretty sweet. And he had this, the Cookie Monster. Had to buy it. Just goofy. Sometimes I like goofy. This is 1981 Muppets Hasbro, made in Hong Kong. Look at that. Pretty nice. Gookie. Oh, good roller too. Look at that. That could be a sweet one. Maybe we'll race these. I don't know. Then look at this Corvette. Again, it's kind of like an off Corvette, but look at the hood opens. Some nice detail on there for the time. Oh, I think you have code number on the top there for the assembly. But it's Kidco, 1979. And that's a nice car. This is all metal. Look at even a license plate on there. Nice Corvette for 79, right? Then this, again, missing treads, but this blade goes up and down, which is really nice. This is metal. Matchbox Series, number 18. Got it? It's on there somewhere. Made in England by Lesney. Caterpillar D8. Renegade MK. Bulldozer. Oh, look at that. There's a the blade came off its little pin there, but it looks like it can go right back on. Just needs a little bendy on there, so it's not supposed to go up. And it has a hook on the back, but that hook is so close to the end, it would be hard to get anything around that. Oh, this is busted there, and that's why it goes up. See that? That's supposed to be stationary, this stationary. But with a little snap, it pivots on the axle of the front wheels. That's pretty cool. Maybe a little jeweler saw and cut that baby off to see what it is. Then I found this, which is kind of fun because, you know, micro machines are always good. Now I had to look around for the dumper on that, but the dumper was in there. So I know some of you guys collect these things. Police department at Walmart, PDW. And here's your bottom. I can't even read anything on there. But again, cool little piece, right? Then look at this. Turbo Firebird. Nice graphics on the hood. Plastic front end. It looks like it's just discolored over age, over time. Little chippy dippy around the edges and stuff, but this is an all chrome, and this is another Kidco from 1980. Now look at the base. It's slightly different from 79 to 80. They went to a metal base to compete more with the Hot Wheels. And again, this is interesting. Metal base, plastic body, it looks like. Oh no, that's metal. Just a little thicker than aluminum foil. Couple crashes and that one's gonna get banged up. Another bulldozer. So when you run into collection, you usually find a type of vehicle that the person loves. The hitch is totally gone, treads are gone, but other than that, it is really a nice clean piece. So I don't know if you're into fixing, or this is the big bull, which we've got plenty of big bulls in this country, spreading a lot of manure. This is from 76. Isn't that sweet? Kind of retro, kind of modern, but again, missing the treads. And I know people make retro treads that can fit on there and stuff. But then I saw this, which is interesting. Usually I was expecting to see a face on this, but it really wasn't. This is heavy metal, which is pretty nice. And this is what was on the bottom. 1984 Hallmark. No. Yeah, Hallmark cards. 84. Whatever that is. Made in China. Oh, pretty soon we're going to be speaking Chinese. So, that was a pretty cool find in there. You don't normally see stuff like that, which was good. And then there was another one, which I kept looking at this and I'm like, this is the goofiest thing ever. The more I looked at it, the more I liked it. It is like a custom Volkswagen, I don't know, cartoon something or other, but look at that profile. Only a profile a mother would like. Another Hallmark card from 1983. Isn't that hilarious? Again, that's an easy look up to see what they were thinking or trying to think. Oh, here's your Kidco, all plastic. Look at it, it's like a Datsun 280, right? Beautiful car. And here is the key to put in, and the key had a spring on it, and it'd shoot that baby out. Kidco, 1980. We do have one of these in our collection with the key, so we could use this with the key. Again, just a gorgeous car. Then, I'm saving the best for last. Look at, oh, what is going on here? Holy smokes, let me tighten down some here. Look at this. I don't even know, Joel Osteen. What? He's got a series of trucks? your light bars cut off. You have your flippers and fins in the back, which is good. Little chippy dippy on the corners, but look at those big fatties on there. I love it. Hot Wheels just spelled out from 1982. Is that sweet? Oh, yeah, we might have to race these. This is going to be a longer video than I thought. Then we have this one. Look at this. It's like a space thing. This is a Matchbox. Planet Scout. 59 Planet Scout. Made in England, 75. Got it? It's there somewhere. There you go. Super fast Lesney products. And look at that. So much fun. Now again, chippy dippy 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 do, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I love that showing the wear and tear on these cars. It just shows how they were used and loved. Then we've got a couple more. Now this guy's booth had so many cool things in it. It had decks of cards with the federal seals on it. He had all sorts of stuff in there. Look at this. Very cool. Tuned out. Drawing a total blank on the name right now. Muscle Machine. But it's missing the pipes. I'm like, shoot. But it's still okay. You know, this side, plain. This side, rugged. I love these Muscle Machines. But look at this, a Pacer with a mighty engine in it, which again is fun. This had both pipes on it, which is really good. But these are just so much fun. And that was a cool find. But here's one of my all-time favorite vehicles. Look at this. Now again, slight chippy dippy on there, but for the most part, really good. Original hook on there. Treads always dry rotted on these. This is the Snow Track, made in England, number 35. And we don't really have a date on this, but I remember this one as a kid. It was just so cool to crawl along with the treads, and the treads worked. But again, that was back when tanks were everything, and you know, we were in the war and stuff. But then he had some really cool stuff. So in another area, again, looking through the booth, and the guy was really cool about everything. He had these. Now he said these were Tootsie Toy or Cracker Jack box giveaways, which they might be, but I don't remember this series of vehicle being in Cracker Jack. Do you guys? If you guys are still listening and watching, let me know if you know what this is, because again, I don't think they're Cracker Jacks. He had two of those trucks, because these are crudely casted. And I know Cracker Jack had some thin cars at a time. They're really thin and a heavy plastic, just solid, but not hollowed out like this, because these are fragile. Then they had this trolley, which I thought was really cool, and it no broken window frames on there or anything. And again, something like this to survive, you know this is older, and you can see how thin the plastic is. You can almost see through my lights, almost make it glow, it's so thin. And then this truck, which really caught my eye. Look how fat it is. Here's your profile, which again, semi-truck's really cool. And look how wide is it. It's almost like those fatties. You know, those flats, or whatever those cars are. Precursor to them. But I thought that was a really sweet find. And then this one. Look at this fire truck. Ladder goes up, and I think that's, no, that doesn't pivot. But again, problem is you're missing two sets of wheels here and here. But you've got this one that you could, I don't know, somehow they were made, you know, so you could make them out of tin or whatever. It is missing the one pillar in the front center, which could probably be replicated with some time and energy and efforts. But again, this is just like such a cool vintage little toy to collect. So there you go. What do you think? There are all sorts of fun cars here. And all in a flea market find. So thanks for stopping in to the old supper clubby as we're, checking out some new cars that were coming into the collection. Tell me if you know anything interesting about any of these or a good story you have, and I'd appreciate it. Remember, like and subscribe, and thanks for coming in. You never know what's going to come into Johnny's parking lot. So till next time, my babies. Rock on, my babies. Rock on. I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on old Johnny Clark. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be.